Welcome, action. Welcome to another edition of News Bites here on Daily World Television. My name is Kal Korff and I'm your host. NASA scientists are reporting an important breakthrough in their attempt to prepare for colonizing the planet Mars. They have announced that based on an analysis of the soil of the red planet, that is Earth's nearest neighbor other than Venus, that mushrooms can grow on Mars. These are mushrooms, of course, from Earth. The idea behind a fixed permanent presence on Mars is that the colony would be self-sufficient. So the fact that mushrooms can grow in the soil is significant. NASA is also conducting other experiments to see what other Earth vegetation can also be easily adapted for the Martian soil. The plan to colonize Mars is ambitious because a technique called terraforming would be used. This is where the very characteristics of the planet is changed or altered to better suit human beings. For example, in the planet Venus, which has a runaway greenhouse effect, the surface temperature is over 800 degrees Fahrenheit, so hot that lead would melt the moment it was put on the ground in Venus. Dr. Gerard O'Neill pioneered the idea when he worked at NASA that what they could do is send probes to the atmosphere of Venus and lace them with billions of microbes. Those microbes would feed off of the carbon gases, using them as food, and the byproduct of the bacterial waste from these microbes would be pure oxygen. The oxygen over time would then thin out the atmosphere, allowing the heat that is trapped from the sun below the surface clouds of Venus, and that would eventually cool off the planet so that it became very much Earth-like, or the equivalent of summer in Palm Springs, California. Venus, of course, is not anywhere near on the map as Mars is, because the physics required to tame that planet are a lot more formidable if you don't start with the bacteria terraforming to begin with. But once again, the news that mushrooms can grow on Mars is a very first step. Now the question remains what else can grow there, as well as what will have to be grown inside under hydroponic or laboratory controlled conditions, or foods that have to be imported from Earth for any colony that might be stationed there permanently.